Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
The sun is up, so wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with dangerous before.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
46-yard line.
Ooh, baby, we run it up. Get it the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Penix here from the gun. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Penix on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. Short pass brought in, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got it completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
19 right. 10.
Penix working from the gun. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
In the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And again, it's Penix. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. 4th down, here's Penix. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. He's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Down. 50, green. Watch out now. 52. Drill, 52.
So Reed the give to McCaffrey. Has some daylight through the 40. Cuts it to the right sideline. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Hubbard trying this up the gut. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. That's 7 on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal at the 3.
Ready. Let's go.
They send a tight end in motion.
60 reps. 60 reps. 10.
Here's another for it. Pushing for the end zone. And off the football. It's not loose. And the Falcons get to it.
Kate, I am telling you, ball security critical over the entire 100 yards. If you start smelling that end zone, you're inside the 5. Boy, you've got to take care of that ball at all costs and can't let it get ripped free.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. His team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Penix now. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he'll be up to the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
To the air with Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Oh, my, low kick and short. He completely mishit this one. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready,
So
ready,
good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
ready, set.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Red. Yellow. Hut, hut.
3rd and long for him here. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the...
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it!
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Sets a return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but it's a little up for it to come early as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Here we go. Set.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Set. Hut. Set.
Trying
an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Carolina.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead to 7. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Extra point try now for the Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one hits for 30. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's Penix yet again. Escapes out to the left. Oh, Penix lost it. Panthers pick this one up. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Into the red zone. And Carolina makes the house call. Touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead off the turnover. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Penix now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Here's Penix. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get into the next.
This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Brought in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Flying forward on the ground. And he'll get in. The two-point try successful. Now they trail by 7. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we've got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. From the pistol, it's Young. Vacates quickly left side. Chucking it deep down the left sideline. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And now they face 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, set.
Out of the gun, Young. Catch is made. That's Louisiana, North Carolina. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Set.
Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Field black. Set. Ready.
Here's Young again. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is going to be Falcons football.
Okay, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 1 last play before the break. He's back to throw. Nice game left side. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for Panthers. First down.
Come on,
A
set.
gain of 15.
Yellow, 43.
First down.
Hut, hut.
Carolina.
A run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field, baby. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Down.
Sending the tight end in motion left.
60 red. Set, hut.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Penix working from the gun. The left side is caught by Pitts. It's some space around midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the shotgun, Penix. Back to Pitts it goes. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a 1st down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
From the red zone now. And And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Penix is going to throw again. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Let's stay 19. Let's go.
It's Penix yet again. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Again, Penix to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
That sack backs him up. It's going to be a long 3rd and goal from the 16. 3rd and long for him here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
45, 10.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the 1st play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
Shotgun snap down to Young. That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Pitts is running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And he gain 11 on that play, and that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Penix. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Panthers 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this hasn't been a common sideline with him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Another pitch from McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Ready.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Set. Hut. Hut.
Going play action. Young. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
A gain of 14. And the Panther first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. It's back. It's Robinson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, here's Penix. All in left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
19,
Throwing Penix. He's got Brown on the slant. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a fourth quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Right, 95.
Young working from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, set. Ready.
He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right now. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Down a score, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's go. Ready?
Desperation time here. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on, here we go.
hangs on to it. On the move, past the 40. Through the middle. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Penix now on first down. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
He'll look to throw it. But he had another catch. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to throw. Flush down to his left. And they break the ties. It's caught for a touchdown. What a call. What a catch, Brock. And that's the play that should win this game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
Ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. 1 final seconds on that clock. There's a timeout. Left with just a touch longer to close this one out.
First down.
We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Huh?
Here he goes, one final shot. Need this to force overtime. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Billy Bowman. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game.